objects, there is also two meditations. Object meditation, or I'm using the kind of that terminology. Maybe yesterday I used it as like characteristics. Shamatha meditation with the characteristics of out and in, and the Shamatha meditation of the with no characteristics or no object. So these two. And yesterday we discussing about the Shamatha meditation of the characteristics or object. Yes, that has two, outer and inner. Two-way kind of this. It's not something that you have to do that, but that if you use those techniques, will make the settle the mind. Whichever you can prefer. I mean, it's not something that you have to do all of these things. You can choose and apply these things. So since this we are talking about this Mahamudra, and which is always emphasized of the Shamatha and Vipassana, union of that. And so therefore, I'm going to highlight of these things. So now we talk, I mentioned about outer objects. And now we talk inner objects. Inner object also can be many things, but it is again, we have to talk two now. And that is, for example, first the inner object is with the breathing and without the breathing, or with the other techniques. With the breathings, and again we sit the same position, the same thing as we discussed yesterday, and you know that. And with good postures, 7 postures, Buddha Vairochanas, or whatever you are, in good postures, relaxing in that status, and then now keep the normal breathing. Nothing changes about the breathing, but keep the normal breathings, and you start following the breathing. Gradually, breathe out and in, just as follows that. When breath is going out, the thoughts follow with the breathing, with the out. When breathing comes in, inhale, and thoughts are coming with the breathing inward. And the teaching said, kind of like breathing goes like this much far, or maybe half meters, or whatever this is. About this distance. I mean, this is just a roughly measurement that it goes. And that is going in and out. You simply follow the breathing with the as thought, or as breathing follows. And that is the one. And again, that thoughts become too much restless and too difficult, and then start counting the breathings. Breathing in, again, out and in as one, or out in one, in two, out again. Count that 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever you count. Follow the breathing and counting the breathings. And if that means you're concentrating now your mind with the breathing, with the counting both together, definitely that will help to settle the mind. Settle the mind. Again, as we discussed yesterday, order to become perfect, good shamatha. Perfect shamatha, we need concentration first. So concentration, object of concentration, we are concentrating in this case with the breathing or the counting. That is really mind is following, instead wandering different directions. We're regulating mind. We're regulating mind. We're putting mind in the rhythm, not restless, not kind of like without any regulations, randomly doing everything. We are regulating that. That is known as the disciplining the mind. What Buddha said, tame your mind. This is the way timing the mind, discipline the mind. So this is known as then Shamatha meditation with the characteristics of the object, with the inward. And then there is another Shamatha meditation which is known as then vulnerable object meditation inwardly. Inwardly also concentrating something noble, noble object, concentrating with the noble object inward, the shamatha. That is, again, there's many different techniques, but we use Buddha images, such as in our heart center. There's a beautiful lotus flowers, eight petal lotus flowers, beautiful. In the middle of the eight lotus petals, there is then Buddha Shakyamuni is residing as golden color, same color as we concentrated yesterday, or to explain the outside, what we see Buddha. Same that Buddha, inward. And as you know, Buddha is calm, soothing, peaceful, radiating. Buddha is meditating. Buddha is generally always in the teaching, say, when you reach enlightenment, there is no difference between post-meditation and the meditation status. Always in the natural status, not out of nature. So therefore, it is always Buddha's within that status, and calm and peaceful, and concentrated to that Buddha, and keeping that again. And during that time, again, if mind goes away, of course will go away. This is natural. Again, have to bring back. As soon as you noticed, as that moment, bring back mind to that state. Keep doing this again and again, again and again. And then mind will become calm and peaceful. That is known as Shamatha, calm and abiding status here. And the great masters here says, in this text, and said, so you should apply those techniques. He said he's going to make it roughly, briefly that. Applying all these techniques, once you had this certainty, kind of like very stable status, then it will bring the Shamatha meditation without object, without characteristics. That is the true Shamatha meditation. True. Without any disturbances. Now you're able to maintain. Our mind is now tamed, beautiful. And that Shamatha meditation is, already I mentioned, this name is known as without characteristics, or without any object. This time, now you're not really focusing anything, nothing, and except resting now. Resting and relaxing that, without any things. This time, generally, the Shamatha meditation, Vipassana meditation, or the Mahamudra meditation, and the Dzogchen meditation, now almost the same. There's nothing really big difference. It's calm, peaceful, and is abiding, it's a natural status. This is now beginning of the Vipassana meditation, also that another word, Mahamudra meditation and the Dzogchen meditations. It is fresh, it is natural, it is without any effort. You're relaxing in that natural status. What is this? Also, we are not wandering our mind every direction. You're now really settled. Settled. During this time, what's it? Relaxing naturally. Relaxing naturally and a semi-open eye. If it's not bothering you, if it's not, eye opening is not bothering, semi-open eye. Looking toward tip of nose. Not exactly tip of nose, but toward tip of nose, or just above. Sometimes in the teaching it said like this height, like kind of like this status, looking toward to the direct to the space. And if you semi-open or eyes open that status and trying to not blink the eye, not blink the eye and not move the eyeballs. Why? Again, in the teaching said, it's very important to not move the eyes. What they in the teaching said? He said, mind is very much dependent with wind. Wind. Mind is very much dependent or very much connected. If I use the word connected. Mind is very much connected with wind. And wind is very much connected with the channels or the nerve systems. And the nerve systems are very much connected to the eye. And we have 5 senses, but among all the senses, eye is the one of the very active, powerful senses. So if eye both that indicate, if eye start moving, it will trigger the triggers the channels or nerve systems. If channels trigger, that will trigger the wind more. If wind is more triggering, that will trigger the mind. And when mind triggers more, and then mind is moving, then become a little bit kind of restless. Those reasons, they said in these teachings, trying to not move the eyes, blinking or moving the eyeballs. If you close the eye, and then it's different. Then we don't have to concern, and you just relax. Relax the mind in a natural status. Where you're going to relax is natural, fresh, and without effort. And here, what in this teaching said, this is the 3 techniques. You're not going to follow any external condition and circumstance, relaxing in that freshness status. And also, stay in the freshness state. Maybe I should use freshness status. Stay in the freshness status. And also, when you stay in the freshness state, not too much tight, not too much forceful, or not too much loose. That means not too much tight of our 3 doors. What are 3 doors in the teaching set? 3 doors of the body, speech, and the mind. So not too much tight of the body. And what is speech in this case? We're not talking, but speech is wind. Not too much kind of energy or wind trying to tight or controlling. That means also even controlling the breathings. And then not too much also forceful mind. Forceful, very relaxed. So this is what's called relax. And then be in that natural rhythm, without losing the awareness. This is, as I said, the beginning of the Mahamudra meditation and Dzogchen meditation. This is how we start the meditations. This another word here, Great Master used a very simple word. These 3 are no distractions, no effort, and no constructions or trying to make something. These 3 things. When you relax in that natural status, this has also, according here, said in the teaching, said it also completed all 3 doors of liberations, according Mahayana teaching, or generally Buddha teaching in Mahayana, and as well as Vajrayana teaching too. 3 doors of liberations are known as cause, result, and it is identity. If I put it kind of very simply. Cause is simple, we tell. Cause is emptiness, result is emptiness, and identity is emptiness. Or also use the terminology in the teaching, cause is beyond the characteristics, and result is beyond the expectations, and nature is empty, said. But it all means generally different wording, but simply we can understand. I said that cause is empty, result is empty, and nature is empty. Nature, what means? Nature of the cause, nature of the result is empty. All that is emptiness. And we relax in that nature status, which means we are in the present status, right? In the present status. When we relax in the present status, we're not lingering our thought in the past memories, past conceptions. That is here, imagine, is free from the door of liberation, free from the cause. Usually, in our conception level, in our mind level, the kind of past is cause. That's what this result. And the future will, that is why the both present is here. Future will be a result of this present. Kind of that's our kind of idea, even there's nothing really that comes. But that's the way our mind thinks things. So therefore, here, when we relax in that natural state of the present, there is no lingering thought, no kind of brain thought of the past, all this and that things. That is emptiness of the cause. Cause is emptiness, or the cause emptiness of the beyond the characteristics. When you are sitting in the residing the present status, there is no present actually. There is nothing that we grab to hold present. Present itself is just a name in a way. There is nothing really to hold that we grasp. Just this fractional state of the present. That is, the present is emptiness. Role of the present of emptiness. When there is no expectations and provoking things for the future or the future, that is, the result is free from or the emptiness of the expectations. So, therefore, abiding in this natural status is all completed three doors of liberations. Say that. That actually, what are we going to bring from this? This means everything is captured. Past is captured, future is captured, present is captured. Where? In the great openness of the emptiness of the pure from beginning, that view, that where we talk. All that free from the complexities. And free from any graspings, clingings. That present status is complete. We reside, relaxing in that natural status. That when we relax in that natural status, our mind is become calm and peaceful. We're relaxing. There's no more worries. There's no more anxieties. There's no more fears. There's no more expectations. All those games of the thoughts are completely subsided, liberated in the Dzogchen teachings, liberated within its own natural status. That is then a profound meditation. In this case, named as profound spatial Shamatha meditations. Spatial Shamatha meditation. This itself, as I said, itself is Mahamudra and a Dzogchen. Dzogchen teachings, Dzogchen practice. This is what it is. It is. Now, so with this understanding, again here great masters continue kind of activating or glorifying this. And again, he said to really how to do, how to maintain this with all those different names. The cause is emptiness, the result is emptiness, and nature is emptiness. Those all this what the great teacher Buddha Shakyamuni taught, which means everything is in that natural status. How to maintain this? Stay our own with this nature of the mind, relax in that status. without any trying to do anything. If we do that, everything is completed within that. All the teachings, all those analyzations, everything is completed within that status. Relaxing mind in that nature state, everything is completed. As hundreds of rivers of the different valley can be put under one bridge. Under one bridge. Hundreds of rivers, or hundreds of rivers of different valleys. Valleys can put under one bridge. That is relaxing our mind in that nature status. How to relax that nature status? Not changing, not constructing, not making effort, and relax. And without losing that present, or without losing that awareness.